Good morning, Thriving Warriors. Today is Wednesday, July 12th, 2023. Here we are in Pahrump at Department of Career Services, where our goal is to help you get from point A to point B, someplace better. Success Landia from Someday Isle, etc., etc. How do we do it? Well, we do it a little bit through this podcast, but mostly through the stuff in the description down below, the experts that we have spent time daily going through, looking for stuff that's very important in a structured format. So it's easy to form habits. All you need to do is slide in different things during the day. You've got plenty of time to do the work down below, which takes about an hour of your day. But I can promise you that if you do that, you will improve. Your journey to Successlandia will be better. You will get from point A to point B better, and that's all you have to do. But thank you for watching this. We continue to make records, set records of viewership, etc., number of hours watched. So that's good. And that's what it's about, helping you get from where you are to someplace better, from point A to point B, Someday Isle to Successlandia. So please go down to the description. There's a lot of links, about 20 links. Somebody asked yesterday, Ross, about Baraka Church link, and it just so happens there's 2 links on there for Baraka now. One is the general Baraka site that has the entire library, but the other one was a particularly good passage that kind of sums everything up. So, thumbs up, share, click the bell, subscribe, you know the thing. All right, let's get started. We're 2 minutes in. We've got to be quick today because today is Wednesday, which means it is our Zoom with Dennis in Texas. So you don't want to miss that. Okay, temperature. Got to do this for posterity. So 1,000 years from now. 1,000 years from now, people go. Okay, so the low for today is 73. High is 104. So we are still at 30-degree temperature changes per day. We're still at that. But it's 80 degrees outside right now. Okay, cool. So first things first, coffee. Well, that's actually the second thing, but since the French press is in my hand, yesterday I was invited to a very lovely dinner. I have a 9 o'clock Zoom call on that today. Very lovely lunch at 7th and Carson, where John Underkoffler used to work. Talked to Liam. And let's see. Oh, this is what they use, IKEA French presses. Cool. Advice. Oh, gotta try it. Not quite to Randy standards, but good cracker. All right. Okay. Advice from an 80-year-old. Choose your life's mate carefully. From this one decision will come 90% of all of your happiness or misery. Very good advice. Obvious, overlooked, essential. Choose your life's mate carefully. From this one decision will come 90% of your happiness or misery. All righty then. What is next on our hit parade? How about if we go right to Seth Godin? Oh, this is day 3, week 4 of our 4-week neuroscience-oriented approach to success. So beginning, this is the week we talk about, okay, now you're a sail. The thing is, don't wreck the boat. Don't wreck the ship. Don't wreck your boat. Don't crash on the rocks. Don't get washed up on the shore. Don't get off course. Don't get mutinied. There's hundreds of things that can happen bad Stay the course. Over the horizon, the journey of life to Successlandia. Second star on the right, halfway on till morning, etc. You know the thing. That's what this week is. We started with crisis leadership on Monday. Tuesday, we went to pure leadership. The rest of the week, we're going to be working on practical leadership. And it starts with Ignatius, who's a man after our own heart. A guy who started out okay, thought he was better, had high opinions of himself, crashed, physical injury, and then went down to mental, but he didn't give up, kept clawing his way forward, belief and trust in God, and one day was given, after I think 13 months, a long time of just intense pursuit of what is God's will, had a vision, saw it, and then clawed his way back out, down from where he was. Total despair, mental, serious psychological problems is what people would say today, therapists would say today, and went on then to create one of the most influential organisms in the world. And he went to jail a couple times, got locked up a couple times besides that. That's really why he's a man after our own heart. But, anyway, that's for this week. So we've got 3 days to talk about that, or the rest of the week. So now let's go to Seth Godin. Seth Godin, my big fat Greek wedding. I'll let that sink in. Among the top 500 grossing Hollywood movies of all time, this movie is the most profitable in return on investment. Okay, ROI. Doesn't mean the highest profit. It means if you take the profit divided by the cost is return on investment. So that number is big. So like if you had the profit was 100 and the cost was 1, that would be 100 over 1, or that would be 100 times. Your return on investment would be 100 times, or 10,000% increase. All right, so return on investment. And among all Hollywood movies in the top 1,500 at the box office. Okay, so it's the highest ROI, but it's also one of the top 1,500 at the box office. So it did make good profit. It didn't make 100. Paranormal Activity is far and away the highest return, outperforming almost any investment the stock market has ever offered. The return on investment was over 1,000,000%. So take off 2 zeros, 10,000. That's for every dollar you invested, you get back 10,000. The lesson is simple, but ignored by most investors and entrepreneurs. The goal might not be to be the biggest. The goal might be to achieve your goals. Okay. Sometimes the goal is just to achieve your goals. Let's jump into the Mischievous Dog because time is racing. Today is Zoom day. And the question for Charlene, is she there? Yeah, Charlene is there. Todd is there. Charlene, do you still have a Chromebook? Because we're going to need it. I brought the other Chromebook to the apartment. You might remember that last week. Okay, Mischievous Dog. There was once a dog who was so ill-natured and mischievous that his master had to fasten a heavy wooden clog about his neck to keep him from annoying visitors and neighbors. But the dog seemed to be very proud of the clog and dragged it about noisily as if he wished to attract everybody's attention. He was not able to impress anyone. You would be wiser, said an old acquaintance, to keep quietly out of sight with that clog. Do you want everybody to know what a disgraceful and ill-natured dog you are? Moral of the story: notoriety is not fame. For some people, notorious, they say, who are somewhat notorious and the notorious end of the spectrum, say, just make sure you spell my name right. Charlene has echoed that. Okay, here's what I say to you. There are three views of you, of each of us: how we see ourselves, how others see us, and how we actually are. The two fundamental questions, one, who am I? And two, why do I behave the way I do? If you want things to change, you need to change first. Okay, so we learn in here that what we need to do is answer the two fundamental questions. Who am I and why do I behave the way I do? If I know who I am, who I actually am, not who I think I am, not who I see reflected in other people, but if I know who I actually am and why I behave the way I do, now I have the foundation to change that. So, but if you want things to change, you need to change first. Prayer of the day. Lord, lead us from death to life, from falsehood to truth. Lead us from despair to hope, from fear to trust. Let peace fill our hearts, our world, and our universe. Let us dream together, pray together, and work together to build one world of peace and justice for all. Amen. That's a good one. All right. Let's see where we at. We at 11:20. Okay, so let's wrap it up. Okay, Charlene does not have a Chromebook. I guess we'll have to look in the cabinet. If you can look in the cabinet that's out there somewhere. Can't remember where the cabinet went. Okay, that's going to have to be goal number 1. Okay. Not good. Not good. Chromebook's missing. All right. Well, so let's wrap this thing up because we're at 12:10. Next to last morsel to pull out of the sea, the metaphorical sea, is what? Act such that yesterday was the only easy day. Get a little bit more comfortable being uncomfortable, embrace the suck, etc. And the last morsel to pull out of the sea, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Is it over here? Oh, got it. If you're still here, God is not through with you yet. Still have something to do. And with that, we can say shalom, shivas and shalom. And cut. Boom. See you in a while.